scandalous truth behind the forgotten genius. What if I told you that the man who literally invented the modern world was deliberately erased from history? What if the technology that could have given us free wireless energy for everyone was stolen and buried by the most powerful people on Earth? And what if Nikola Tesla didn't just die alone in that hotel room, but was potentially murdered to keep his final world-changing secret from ever seeing the light of day? This is the story they don't want you to know. The story of Nikola Tesla not just as the forgotten genius, but as the man who threatened to destroy the entire power structure of the world. Welcome to the Lost Frequency. July 10th, 1856. A violent thunderstorm tears through the small village of Smiljan, Croatia. At the exact moment, lightning splits the sky. A child is born. The midwife, terrified by the omen, declares, "This child will be a child of darkness." But Tesla's mother, Luca, looks into her son's eyes and whispers, "No, he will be a child of light." But here's what they don't tell you in the history books. Tesla wasn't just born during a lightning storm. According to family records that have been largely suppressed, the lightning actually struck their house 3 times during his birth. The local priest refused to baptize him for months, believing the child was cursed. Some say Tesla's supernatural abilities weren't just genius. They were literally electric. When Tesla was 5, he witnessed something that would haunt him forever. His older brother Dane's mysterious death. The official story? A horse riding accident. But recently discovered letters suggest something far more sinister. Tesla himself wrote to a close friend years later, "Dane didn't fall from the horse. The horse was spooked by something unnatural, something that seemed to emanate from me." Tesla began experiencing visions, not just ideas, but detailed blueprints that appeared in his mind like movies. He could see machines, inventions, entire power plants in perfect detail. But he also saw other things, dark things. He wrote in his private journals about receiving transmissions from unknown sources. Was Tesla just a genius? Or was he literally tuned into frequencies that others couldn't access? Tesla arrives in New York, with 4 cents in his pocket, and a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison. But this wasn't just any job interview. It was the beginning of a war that would determine the future of human civilization. Here's the scandal they buried. Edison didn't just steal Tesla's ideas. He systematically sabotaged him. When Tesla proposed alternating current, Edison knew it would make his entire DC empire worthless. So he launched what can only be called a psychological warfare campaign. The famous $50,000 bet story? It's worse than you think. Edison didn't just refuse to pay Tesla after he improved the DC generators. According to Tesla's private correspondence, Edison had his associates spread rumors that Tesla was mentally unstable. They planted fake stories in newspapers. They even had Tesla followed by private investigators. But Edison's cruelest move was personal. He knew Tesla was struggling financially, so he had his people buy out Tesla's landlord and force him into the streets. Tesla was literally digging ditches, not because he couldn't find work, but because Edison made sure no respectable company would hire him. The most shocking part? Edison was backed by J.P. Morgan, one of the most powerful bankers in history. This wasn't just a business rivalry. It was the birth of the industrial conspiracy that still controls our world today. Everyone knows Edison electrocuted animals to discredit AC power. But the real story is far more horrifying. Edison didn't just kill random animals. He specifically targeted pets belonging to Tesla's supporters. When that wasn't enough, he moved on to humans. The electric chair wasn't invented for justice. It was Edison's propaganda weapon. He secretly funded its development, ensuring it used Tesla's AC current. But here's what they covered up. Edison's team conducted illegal human experiments in the basement of his laboratory. Homeless people, immigrants, anyone who wouldn't be missed. They called it testing, but it was torture. Harold P. Brown, Edison's SIP's lead researcher, wrote in a diary that was sealed for over 100 years, "Mr. Edison has instructed us to spare no expense in proving the deadliness of alternating current. We have acquired subjects through various means. The results are satisfactory for our purposes." Meanwhile, Tesla was creating miracles. At the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, Tesla didn't just demonstrate AC power ain. He created what witnesses described as magic. He held lightning in his bare hands. He transmitted power wirelessly across the entire fairgrounds. Some claim they saw him levitate small objects using nothing but electrical fields, but J.P. Morgan was watching, and he was terrified. George Westinghouse seemed like Tesla's savior. He bought Tesla's AC patents and promised to change the world. But what really happened between them is one of the biggest cover-ups in industrial history. Tesla's royalty contract would have made him the richest man who ever lived. But when Westinghouse claimed financial trouble, Tesla famously tore up the contract out of friendship. The truth, Westinghouse was being blackmailed. J.P. Morgan had orchestrated a financial attack on Westinghouse Electric. He didn't want to destroy the company. He wanted to control it. Morgan gave Westinghouse an ultimatum: get rid of Tesla's royalties, or face complete financial ruin and potential criminal charges for securities fraud that Morgan's people had fabricated. Westinghouse went to Tesla with tears in his eyes. He explained that if Tesla didn't give up his royalties, not only would the company fail, but Morgan had threatened Tesla's life. Tesla agreed, but he extracted a promise. Westinghouse would secretly fund Tesla's real research, the technology that would make power companies obsolete forever. That research was happening at Tesla's secret laboratory, Wardenclyffe Tower. Wardenclyffe Tower wasn't just about wireless communication. Tesla had discovered something that would have ended poverty, ended war, ended the control that the ultra-wealthy held over humanity. He had found a way to tap into the Earth's own electrical field and distribute unlimited free energy to everyone, everywhere. Tesla's private notes, hidden for decades, reveal the truth. The Earth itself is a dynamo. The planet pulses with electrical energy that dwarfs anything we have harnessed. At Wardenclyffe, I have learned to tap into this force. Soon, power companies will be as obsolete as candle makers. But J.P. Morgan was Tesla's primary investor in Wardenclyffe. When Morgan realized what Tesla was actually building, a machine that would destroy Morgan's entire financial empire, he didn't just pull funding, he declared war. Morgan used his influence to turn every bank, every investor, every potential partner against Tesla. He spread lies that Tesla was insane. He had Tesla's laboratory raided by federal agents under the pretense of national security. He even had Tesla's closest assistants bribed or threatened into betraying their mentor. The most heartbreaking betrayal came from Tesla's financial manager, who sold detailed plans of Wardenclyffe to Morgan for $100,000, more money than most people would see in 10 lifetimes. Tesla discovered the betrayal when he found construction workers dismantling his tower in the middle of the night. Tesla stood in the rain watching his life's work being destroyed, and whispered to his assistant, "They have chosen darkness. So be it." Everyone believes Marconi invented radio. It's one of the biggest lies in scientific history. Not only did Tesla invent radio first, the U.S. Patent Office initially rejected Marconi's application because it was identical to Tesla's work. So how did Marconi get the credit? Follow the money. Marconi's wireless company was secretly funded by the same group of investors led by Morgan and Edison. When Marconi sent the first transatlantic radio message in 1901, he used 17 of Tesla's patents without permission and without payment. But here's the real scandal. The U.S. Patent Office was corrupt. A Senate investigation in 1912 revealed that several patent officials had received consulting fees from companies connected to Morgan. They literally changed Tesla's patent approval dates to make it appear that Marconi's work came first. The Nobel Prize Committee was planning to award Tesla the Physics Prize in 1915, but suddenly, mysteriously, they changed their minds and gave it to someone else. Why? Recently released documents show that several Nobel Committee members had financial ties to Marconi's company. Tesla had been blacklisted by the global scientific establishment. Tesla fought the patent theft in court for decades. He won Eridulls, but only after his death. In 1943, 6 months after Tesla died, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Tesla was indeed the inventor of radio. Marconi's Nobel Prize was based on stolen work. But by then it was too late to matter. In his final years, Tesla became obsessed with wireless weapons technology. He claimed to have invented a death ray that could destroy aircraft from 250 miles away. The government dismissed him as a crazy old man, but they were secretly terrified. Tesla's Teleforce weapon wasn't science fiction. His papers, seized by the FBI after his death, showed detailed blueprints for particle beam weapons that wouldn't be officially invented until the 1980s. Tesla had figured out how to weaponize the same energy principles that powered Wardenclyffe Tower. During World War II, both the Nazis and the Soviets sent agents to steal Tesla's weapon designs. The Nazis called their Tesla research Project Thor. The Soviets had Red Lightning. Both sides were racing to build Tesla's death ray before the other could. But Tesla had hidden his most dangerous research. In coded letters to his nephew in Yugoslavia, Tesla wrote, "The final equation is safe. Let them search. They will find only shadows of the true power. When humanity is ready for such responsibility, the key will reveal itself." That key died with Tesla. Or did it? January 7th, 1943. Room 3327. New Yorker Hotel. Tesla is found dead, alone. The official cause: heart failure. But the evidence suggests something far more sinister. Tesla had been meeting secretly with representatives from the Office of Strategic Services, the precursor to the CIA. They wanted his weapon research for the war effort. Tesla had been refusing to cooperate, claiming his inventions were too dangerous for any government to control. On January 5th, Tesla called his nephew and said, "They want to take everything, but I will not let them turn my life's work into tools of destruction. If something happens to me, remember, the real secret is not in the papers they will find." 2 days later, Tesla was dead. The hotel maid who found him later told investigators that the room seemed disturbed. Putter papers scattered, furniture slightly moved. But when the FBI arrived 30 minutes later, the room was perfectly neat. Tesla's personal physician was mysteriously unavailable for 3 days after the death. When he finally appeared, he refused to discuss the case and immediately left the country. Tesla's body was embalmed within hours, unusually fast, preventing any possibility of detecting poison. But the most disturbing detail: Tesla's safe had been opened. Not broken into, opened with the correct combination. Someone Tesla trusted had betrayed him one final time. Within hours of Tesla Sip's death, FBI agents swarmed his hotel room, his laboratory, and his storage facilities. They seized everything: ED trunks of documents, prototypes, and personal effects. The official story: national security. But here's what they don't want you to know. The FBI didn't just take Tesla's papers, they altered his personal history. They destroyed evidence. They even changed dates on patents and documents to minimize Tesla's contributions to science. Dr. John Trump, Donald Trump's uncle and an MIT professor, was brought in to analyze Tesla's papers. His official report claimed Tesla's later work was speculative and unworkable. But Trump's private notes, discovered in 2016, tell a different story. Tesla's final designs are not only workable, they are revolutionary. This technology could change everything. Perhaps it's best that it remains classified. The Tesla papers remain classified to this day. Officially, they contain obsolete scientific theories. Unofficially, they contain the blueprints for technologies that would end the global energy industry overnight. Free energy, wireless power transmission, weather control, all of it real, all of it possible, all of it locked away. But Tesla was too smart to keep all his secrets in one place. Before his death, Tesla had been working on his most ambitious project yet. He called it the lost frequency, a specific electromagnetic wavelength that could unlock unlimited clean energy from the quantum vacuum itself. Tesla believed that empty space wasn't actually empty. It was filled with infinite energy, vibrating at a frequency that human technology had never been able to detect or harness. But Tesla claimed he had found that frequency. In his final journal entry, Tesla wrote, "I have found the key. The universe itself is singing, and I have learned its song. With this frequency, mankind could have unlimited power, but also unlimited responsibility. I pray we are ready." Tesla hid the final equation for the lost frequency in the most ingenious way possible. He embedded it in the architecture of the Wardenclyffe Tower ruins. The foundation, the remaining metal framework, the positioning of the debris, it's all a massive mathematical equation, visible only from the air and only to those who know what to look for. In 1976, a group of electrical engineers using satellite imagery discovered that the Wardenclyffe ruins form a perfect mathematical spiral, one that matches Tesla's notebooks. They attempted to decode the pattern but were stopped by federal agents and sworn to secrecy under the National Security Act. The lost frequency remains lost, but maybe not forever. Today, Tesla's name is everywhere. Electric cars, tech companies, even rock bands. But this isn't recognition, it's misdirection. By turning Tesla into a pop culture icon, they've hidden his real legacy in plain sight. Elon Musk's Tesla company isn't named after Nikola Tesla's inventions, it's named after his ideals. Musk knows the truth about Tesla's suppressed technology. In a 2018 interview that was quickly edited, Musk said, "Tesla was working on things that would make our current technology look like stone tools. Some of that research is, let's just say, it's still relevant." But the energy companies, the same descendants of Morgan's empire, still control the narrative. They allowed Tesla to be celebrated as the inventor of AC power, because AC power makes them money. They suppress the Tesla who invented free wireless energy, because that Tesla would destroy them. The technology exists. Tesla's principles have been secretly developed by government black projects for decades. Weather manipulation, wireless power transmission, even anti-gravity, all based on Tesla's work, all classified beyond public reach. But Tesla planted seeds. His ideas are embedded in the internet itself, in quantum computing, in renewable energy research. Every breakthrough in clean technology is a step closer to Tesla's ultimate vision, a world where energy is free, abundant, and available to all. Nikola Tesla didn't just die broke and forgotten. He was murdered for his ideas, erased for his vision, and buried by the very people who profit from keeping humanity dependent on their systems. Tesla saw a world where every human being had access to unlimited clean energy, where poverty was impossible because the basic necessities of life, power, communication, even transportation were free, where no person, no company, no government could control others by controlling their access to energy. That vision terrified the powerful, and it still terrifies them today. Because Tesla wasn't just inventing machines, he was designing the obsolescence of their entire system of control. But Tesla's greatest invention might have been hope itself. He proved that one person, armed with nothing but curiosity and determination, could change the entire world. His ideas live on, in every scientist, every engineer, every dreamer who refuses to accept that impossible means never. The lost frequency is still out there, waiting to be rediscovered. And when it is, when Tesla's final gift to humanity is finally unlocked, the world will remember not just what he invented, but what he died trying to give us: freedom. Tesla's mother was right. He was indeed a child of light, and that light, no matter how hard they try to dim it, continues to shine. The frequency is lost, but the signal remains, and those who know how to listen can still hear it. This is just the beginning. Tesla's story connects to every major conspiracy, every suppressed technology, every hidden truth about who really controls our world. If you're ready to dive deeper into the lost history they don't want you to know, subscribe to The Lost Frequency, because the truth isn't just out there as it's been buried right under our noses. Hit that bell icon. Share this video before it gets suppressed. And remember, in a world full of lies, the most dangerous thing you can be is someone who seeks the truth. Until next time, this is The Lost Frequency, still searching for Tesla's final signal.